What's going on, everybody? Welcome to schrishzen Thoughts. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to anybody new coming across this channel. Comments and feedback are always welcome. And if you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe. Shout out to my newest subscriber, Jesus is Lord. Appreciate you hopping on board. There will probably be points in the future where I make videos specifically directed toward you or the content that you share, but much appreciated, bro. So, there's a couple times now that I've heard, or that it came up within the past week, the idea of looking at within oneself and what you will find or what that will lead to. I haven't read this devotional that my mom gives that covers 3 months worth of time. I haven't read it in a very long time. And I read it for the first time the other day, and there was a comment within it that said, like, if you want to be depressed, look within yourself, or look within. And the same comment came up in a sermon that I was listening to, which the pastor has said, if you want to feel bad or get beat down, then look within. Or framing it in the way that the world will promote for you to look within, but you're only gonna find sadness basically in there. And in my head, I'm like, I understand the framing of what you're saying because you're pointing people in the direction of Jesus, so I get it. But I feel like what they're stating may apply to some. Can't take that away, that some people are going to look within themselves and get depressed, but I look within myself and I don't get depressed. I don't have that wooey, I can do anything, or look inside and I can see myself doing anything type thing, but I look within and I see, yes, I can find where there's sadness, where there's depression, where there's anxiety or anything like that. I can find that, but at the same time, I also find the aspect within me that does things that are much greater than what I do. Meaning, the ego version of me, the self-built up version of myself doesn't do the building of, or the formation of my bones and the splitting of cells or the circulation of my blood. Like, I'm not doing those things, but I'm doing them. There's me that's doing them because nobody's inside of me doing them for me, and from my at least knowledge, there's nothing outside of me that is reaching into me and doing it for me either. So even to bring it to the same terms that make you feel depressed, I would say, is that same self that gets sad, that gets upset, that gets annoyed or angered, is also the same self that is happy and can find joy and peace and understanding in simple to more complex things. So it's like, if I'm in a mix of all of these things, I treat it as, okay, embrace both sides. But I don't conclude a look within and all you're going to do is find sadness. I don't see how that works if I look within and I don't only find sadness. Am I making up the other stuff that I'm looking in and finding? Maybe. Maybe you could say that I'm faking that. I don't know how, but I would love to hear an argument as to how. Or as to how what I am finding that I don't see as sadness is incorrect, and that's not really what I'm finding there. The framing of look within and you're going to be upset, it's like, I don't get that one. I don't buy that one. Look within and you're going to find depression. Yes, you will, but you will also find joy and happiness. To me, at least, if you're looking in the correct way. But it's an interesting thought that's come up a couple times, and both times when I heard it, it's one of those, I get where you're going with it. I understand the direction that you're leading because this is based in the context of I'm pushing you in this particular direction. But in pushing you in that direction, to me, you're sliding in information that maybe this applies to you. Maybe you look within and this is what you found when you looked within. But to say that when you look within, this is what you're going to find, I give you you're half right. I would say yes, you're half right. You can find those things, and most likely will find those things if you really do look. But if that's all you look in and find, and then in a sense don't turn around or flip over what you find to find what's underneath or on the opposite side that comes right along with it, because when you pick up one, you can't not pick up the other. That's where I think you're half-truthing people, and I get it for the framing of what you're doing, but I don't agree that it is correct, because to me you're ignorant of a whole different aspect of the world that is there. If you look inside and you're only finding the negative comes with the positive, so flip it over and they're both there. Comments and feedback are always welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Hop on board. Have a good one. Peace.